Why is everyone moving to Estero, Florida in 2025? Well, I'm going to share with you some things that make this small town so special. So as Southwest Florida continues to attract newcomers seeking sunshine and opportunity, Estero has emerged as a hidden gem that's capturing hearts and investment dollars alike. So the following comprehensive guide explores what makes this charming village so special and why it might just be your next perfect home. Here we go. Hi there, I'm Diane Harris, your local lifestyle and luxury property specialist based right here in Naples, Florida. And on this channel, I cover everything you need to know about living in Naples and Southwest Florida. So without further ado, let's start with the evolution of Estero, from a quiet community to kind of a thriving little hotspot. So Estero has transformed dramatically over recent years while maintaining its small town charm. So according to recent data, Estero has a 2025 population of about 38,500, growing at a steady rate of about 0.77% annually. So what's particularly interesting is that Estero, Florida population growth, the 2025 trends, show that about a 4% increase from the 2020 census. So it's not really random growth, but it's kind of strategic and purposeful. So the village's demographic makeup is distinct, with a median age of about 65 years of age, reflecting its popularity amongst retirees and semi-retired professionals. But don't mistake Estero for just another retirement community. The area is experiencing subtle shifts in its population composition. Recent student enrollment analysis by Lee County School District indicate increasing numbers of younger families moving to the area, with Estero High School seeing an average annual enrollment increase of 3.3% over a 4-year period. So this balanced demographic mix creates kind of a vibrant community atmosphere where established professionals and active adults can thrive. So the growth is partially attributed to the major economic developments, including Hertz Global Headquarters relocation to Estero, 3 large regional commercial centers, and the expansion of Florida Gulf Coast University nearby. So looking ahead, projections suggest that continued steady growth, with the village's permanent population expected to reach about 50,000 by 2040. So this planned, manageable growth ensures that Estero maintains its character while developing amenities and infrastructure to support its expanding population. For those considering a long-term investment or retirement destination, this measured growth trajectory offers both some stability and appreciation potential, without the overcrowding issues faced by many other Florida communities. So all of this makes for kind of an appealing real estate landscape. The Estero, Florida real estate market in 2025 presents kind of a compelling opportunities for buyers, especially those seeking second homes or investment properties. So current data here in 2025 shows the average home value in Estero at about $550,000 over the past 12 months. So that price point creates a favorable entry point for buyers looking to invest in this growing market. So what makes Estero's housing market particularly interesting is its current status as a buyer's market. The number of homes available for sale increased by about 29% in early 2025, giving purchasers more options and more negotiating power. So with approximately 8 months of inventory on the market, properties in Estero typically go pending around 50 days. So that allows for some reasonable time for making decisions without the frantic pace that we've seen in some overheated markets and in years past. Housing options in Estero are diverse, catering to different preferences and price points, from luxury golf course communities to waterfront properties to more modest single-family homes. The market offers a variety that appeals to different buyers. The housing stock is relatively new compared to many northern cities. It has modern amenities and often hurricane-resistant construction standards that provide peace of mind for seasonal residents. And so for investors, the rental potential is substantial, supported by strong demand from seasonal visitors and those really just testing the waters before committing to permanent relocation. And there's also a planned $6 billion in infrastructure improvements slated for the South Lee County, Estero, and East Estero area over the next 4 to 5 years. So that suggests strong long-term appreciation potential. These capital improvement investments will enhance the area's appeal and potentially drive property values upward despite the current buyer-friendly market conditions. So when comparing property values to those in nearby Naples or Sanibel Island, Estero often offers better value per square foot, making it an attractive alternative for budget-conscious yet luxury buyers seeking the Southwest Florida lifestyle without that premium price tag of more established luxury markets. So when you're understanding the financial picture, let's do a little cost of living analysis. So when considering a move or investment in a new location, understanding the cost of living in Estero, Florida in 2025 is kind of important for everybody if you're going to do your proper financial planning. So according to recent data, Estero's cost of living index stands at about 126, meaning it's about 26% higher than the national average. However, This figure requires context to really be understood. Housing costs represent the most significant factor driving Estero's higher cost of living, with a housing index of 181 compared to the national baseline, which is 100, according to areavibes.com. So this reflects the premium placed on Estero's desirable location and amenities rather than inflated prices for everyday necessities. In fact, when we examine other cost categories, the picture becomes a lot more balanced. Grocery costs sit right at the national average, making food expenses quite reasonable. Utilities are actually a little bit below the national average, which is welcome news for those accustomed to paying high heating bills in the northern states. Healthcare costs run about 8% above the national average, kind of reflecting the high quality medical facilities available in the region, but it's still lower than many northeastern metropolitan areas. The median household income, however, is about 60% higher than the national average, which helps offset the housing costs. So for retirees and those on fixed incomes, Estero's financial picture is enhanced by Florida's favorable tax environment. The absence of state income tax means your retirement distributions, Social Security benefits, and investment income go further. Property taxes, while not the lowest in the country, are moderated by homestead exemptions for primary residents. So when comparing specific expenses to the national average, Estero residents pay about the same for gasoline and utilities. So these small differences become meaningful when you're calculating your annual household budgets, especially for those splitting time between Estero and another northern location. So let's talk about the investment potential. So beyond personal enjoyment. So the Estero, Florida real estate market in 2025 offers some compelling investment propositions beyond the personal enjoyment factor. Strategic property acquisitions in this growing market present opportunities for both appreciation and solid potential rental income that deserves serious consideration from financially savvy buyers. Current market conditions favor buyers, with recent data showing home prices adjusting from the previous highs. The median home price in Estero has created a more accessible entry point for investors. So this buyer's market phase typically represents an optimal time for acquisition before the next growth cycle begins, especially with substantial infrastructure investments already planned in the area. So the rental potential for Estero properties is particularly strong during Southwest Florida's prime season from January through April. High season rental rates can offset a significant portion of your annual carrying costs for investment properties, especially those in desirable communities with lots of amenities that appeal to short-term visitors. So the area's popularity with snowbirds, as we call them, ensures consistent seasonal demand, while the growing year-round population supports a longer-term rental option as well. So the planned $6 billion in infrastructure investments for South Lee County over the next 4 to 5 years signals strong government and private sector confidence in the region's continued growth. So these improvements will enhance quality of life, accessibility, and ultimately property values throughout the area. So savvy investors recognize that getting positioned ahead of major infrastructure completions often yields the strongest appreciation. Estero's plans for Estero Sports Park, with an estimated cost of $55 million in 24 and 25, that capital improvement budget is going to include entertainment districts, trails, athletic fields, and more to enhance residents' quality of life, among other projects that are going to benefit the village of Estero. Diversification represents another compelling aspect of Estero's investment properties. For those with investment portfolios heavily weighted towards traditional financial instruments, real estate in growing markets like Estero provide tangible asset exposure with the potential tax advantages, including depreciation benefits, 1031 exchange opportunities for property investors looking to defer their capital gains. So the relative stability of the Estero market compared to some more volatile Florida locations also merits consideration. While it's not immune to market cycles, Estero's kind of balanced demographic mix and strong foundational amenities and strategic location have historically provided some insulation against extreme market fluctuations that are seen in a little more speculative areas. So is this a retirement paradise? So let's talk about why some seniors would choose Estero. Retiring in Estero, Florida has become increasingly popular for good reasons that extend beyond the obvious weather benefits. The community's demographic profile, with the median age of 65, has kind of naturally shaped its amenities and services to cater exceptionally well to active adults and retirees seeking their ideal next chapter. Healthcare accessibility represents a fundamental consideration for retirees, and Estero delivers impressively on this front. Lee Health Coconut Point provides comprehensive services within the community, while specialized care is available at nearby medical centers in Naples and Fort Myers. The concentration of quality healthcare providers in the area means shorter wait times for appointments compared to many northern communities and specialized practices focused on age-related healthcare needs. So the financial advantages of retirement in Estero are fairly substantial. Florida's absence of a state income tax means retirement distributions, Social Security benefits, and investment income stretch a little further. Property tax relief programs for primary residents, including homestead exemptions, help make fixed income budgeting more predictable. And additionally, Florida has no estate or inheritance tax, simplifying estate planning compared to many northern states. So community design in Estero often focuses on accessibility and ease of living. Many newer developments feature single-story living options, wider doorways, minimal steps, and other kind of aging in place considerations that allow residents to remain in their homes longer as their mobility needs change. This forward-thinking design approach really represents a significant advantage over older northern homes that may require some expensive modifications to accommodate aging residents. And social engagement opportunities abound for retirees here in Estero, addressing one of the most crucial yet often overlooked aspects of successful retirement. Community centers, club activities, volunteer opportunities, and shared interest groups make building a new social network relatively straightforward. Many communities feature dedicated lifestyle directors who coordinate events and activities that are specifically designed to foster connections among residents. The practical conveniences of daily living in Estero also enhance retirement quality of life, from grocery store delivery services to home maintenance companies specializing in snowbird properties. The local economy has developed robust support systems that make life easier for retirees and residents in general. These services are particularly valuable for seasonal residents who need to manage their properties from afar during part of the year. So what are some of the best neighborhoods to consider? Well, for those researching these best neighborhoods in Estero, Florida, the community offers diverse options catering to different preferences, price points, and lifestyle priorities. Understanding these distinct neighborhood characters helps potential buyers identify communities that align with their specific needs and desires. So this is where working with an experienced realtor like myself, who's very familiar with the communities and the specific amenities that they can offer, can really save you time and money. Now, I'll give you kind of a quick snapshot of some communities to consider in Estero. Bella Terra represents one of Estero's more established communities, offering mature landscaping, generous lot sizes, and a neighborly atmosphere where residents tend to know each other by name. The community features a mix of single-family homes, villas, and condominiums, and it's anchored by a nice community center with a resort-style pool, pickleball, tennis, basketball courts, volleyball, soccer, even a little butterfly garden, shaded playground, nice fitness center, and they have walking and biking paths, all just minutes from shopping, dining, and RSW Airport. With home prices ranging from the high 200s to over the 800,000 mark, Bella Terra provides accessibility at various price points while offering really solid community amenities. For golfers, even though you don't have to be a golfer to live in this community, West Bay Club delivers a premium lifestyle centered around its Pete Dye Championship golf course, which is a great course. It's tough, by the way. And the private beach club also has dedicated golf access. The properties range from the 800,000s to over 2 million, providing upscale finishes, expansive floor plans, and some pretty spectacular water and golf course views. The community's Bay House serves as its social hub, featuring a resort-style pool, fine dining, fitness facilities, pickleball, tennis, and also to regular events that foster strong neighborhood connections. Another fabulous community in Estero that features several great golf courses is the Brooks, which is a master plan community inclusive of about 3,500 homes. So the Brooks includes recreational facilities, golf courses, lakes, conservation areas, and open space. Residents enjoy a variety of residential options in 4 gated communities. Shadowwood is a traditional country club with a championship golf and tennis complex and 2 clubhouses, including a 30,000 square foot main clubhouse recently renovated, and a resort-style pool and indoor pickleball on the way. But it's nice to know that you can live in Shadowwood and don't have to be a member of the golf club. So Spring Run is a golf-inclusive bundled community, and the third is Lighthouse Bay, a 100% waterfront resort lifestyle community by Wallace Homes. And the Harbor Club and Spa within Lighthouse offers wonderful clubhouse, health club, arts, learning center, swimming atrium, boathouse, freshwater beach, and tennis club. The fourth community is Copperleaf at the Brooks. It's the Brooks' second golf-inclusive community, so it features a newly renovated 13,500 square foot clubhouse, golf, and tennis, and a private pool. Condos and villas and homes in the 4 communities range anywhere from the mid 300,000s to well over 4 million. So a newer development in Corkscrew would be like Corkscrew Shores, featuring contemporary designs, energy efficient construction, and around a 240-acre lake with resort-style amenities. The community's fresh, modern aesthetic appeals particularly to those seeking less maintenance-intensive properties without really sacrificing luxury touches. Homes typically start in the 500s and go to well over $1 million, with premium waterfront locations commanding significantly higher prices. So for those prioritizing a village-like atmosphere with walkability to restaurants and shops, Coconut Point offers condominiums and coach homes situated right adjacent to Coconut Point Mall. So this location provides kind of a lock-and-leave lifestyle, ideal for seasonal residents who appreciate being able to walk to the dining and entertainment options. Prices there range from high 300s to over 700,000, with the convenience factor commanding a premium. So final thoughts, is Estero right for you? So as we've explored throughout this guide, Estero offers compelling advantages for those considering Southwest Florida living, particularly those from colder, higher tax, northern environments looking for second homes or retirement destinations. So the why move to Estero, Florida in 2025 question ultimately comes down to personal priorities and how do they align with what this special community offers. So for active adults seeking a balanced lifestyle with abundant recreation opportunities, Estero delivers exceptional value. The combination of golf, water activities, natural preserves, cultural opportunities within easy reach kind of creates an environment where residents can pursue diverse interests without excessive travel or inconvenience. The community's demographic composition naturally fosters connection among like-minded peers, making social integration smoother than in some locations with more disparate population segments. From an investment perspective, current market conditions present a favorable entry point, with home prices having adjusted from previous peaks, while substantial infrastructure investments signal long-term confidence in the area's continued development. The current buyer's market environment gives purchasers negotiating leverage not seen in recent years, and while projected population growth suggests strong future demand for quality properties. The practical financial benefits, including Florida's tax advantages, potential rental income for seasonal properties, and reduced winter living expenses, create compelling economic arguments beyond lifestyle considerations. So for those from high-tax northern states, the annual savings can be substantial enough to fundamentally change retirement financial projections and discretionary spending potential. Ultimately, those who thrive most in Estero tend to share certain characteristics: an appreciation for an active yet relaxed lifestyle, the desire for natural beauty without isolation from conveniences, and a preference for communities where neighbors know each other while still respecting privacy. The village offers a distinctive middle ground between the ultra-luxury of Naples and the more commercial atmosphere of Fort Myers, creating its own special character that kind of resonates with discerning buyers seeking authentic Florida living without the pretension. So if these qualities align with your vision for your next chapter, I'd be delighted to help you explore specific Estero neighborhoods and properties that match your unique priorities and preferences. The perfect Southwest Florida lifestyle you've been dreaming about could be closer to reality than you imagine. So when you're ready, reach out and connect with me. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you found this video helpful in learning all about all you need to know before moving to Estero, Florida in 2025. If you like this video and want to know more about the real estate market in Southwest Florida, I have a bunch of videos and a playlist. Just click on the box on the screen, whatever that is. And also you can check out the description to watch more relevant videos. Connect with me directly. My contact info is in the description box. And also click on the link below to get a free guide about moving to and living in Naples and Southwest Florida. I'm happy to share that with you. Gives you some fun tips about things to do and what to see. I hope this video helps you love the way you live in Southwest Florida. And please comment below if you have any questions or ideas for future videos. Thanks again for watching. I'm Diane Harris, and I'll see you in the next video.